So this Instant Pot is not just a Instant Pot. It's also an air fryer. It has air fryer.
It has a different lid to the air fryer.
Technology. So we're actually getting a chance to try it tonight, and it's kind of a learning experience because it's a new kitchen tool. Like it's something unlike things that we've had before, and there's a bunch of different directions for like ways that you can do things, where you leave food on the bottom, or you put it on top of a little wire rack, or you put it on top of a tray, and like understanding what foods to do for what is different because we have to like experiment a little bit. But Mal and I had picked up, and this was a while back, we'd picked up a bag of
air fryer okra.
Air fryer okra, and it's lightly breaded, and
which is preferred anyway.
Yeah. So the first bit came out. I mean, it's good. It's not crispy.
Well, maybe this one will be.
But maybe this next one will be. Now divided the bag into 2 parts. By the way, hello everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. Today's been real good. We actually got up real early. That was the big thing. We got up real early today, having gotten plenty of sleep. So both of us started like boom, early in the morning, getting things done. We had just a few little errands to run, and then otherwise we've been working today, and everything's gone really well. It was also notable because today was a Nintendo Direct, which was only just announced yesterday. So, bit of a surprise to just be like, hey, of course, that's the way they've been doing it, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way they've been doing it. At least it wasn't during breakfast stream. That's kind of nice. Direct was great. We did a reaction video that's out now on Steven Plays if you want to watch our full reaction. I suspected it was going to be a good one because I don't want to say that the last one was bad, but the last one was like real niche. Because the last one was there's a lot of farming sims for whatever reason, but it was real niche. This one I had a feeling was going to be more accessible, and it was. We got a release date for Pikmin 4, which is super exciting. They announced and dropped Metroid Prime Remastered, which was great. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance came to Nintendo Switch Online again today. We got information that a Professor Layton game was coming. We got a little more information about the Kirby Return to Dreamland port. Advance Wars got a date, which is really exciting because that game, if it is to be believed, that game's been done for a long time. They've just been sitting on it. And then, of course, we get a little more information about Zelda, along with a bunch of other things that weren't particularly adjacent to my individual interests, but were also just good things. I mean, there's a lot of information about Splatoon and the next Mario Kart wave and a bunch of little like indie things here and there. So overall, it seemed like a pretty good Direct to me. Not a ton of like huge surprises, but still good information to have. And a little surprised that Pikmin is out as soon as it will be. I mean, I think it's just because we only just, not that long ago, were told, like, hey, Pikmin 4 is real, you'll get it next year. And then I'm thinking, like, yeah, well, that'll be delayed. And instead, it's like, no, July 31st. I'm like, oh, wow.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited, too. It's interesting because, like, you know, we're going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
That comes out in May. And we're gonna be streaming that on Twitch like we did for Breath of the Wild, and you know we'll be busy with that for a while, I'm sure. But we do want to play Pikmin 4, so we'll see how the timeline works out. That's not a problem I have to solve right this second, because currently we're still deep into Mario Galaxy 2. But yeah, Pikmin 4 is a game I want to play, and Mal wants to play, and I'm sure we'd love to to play it, to stream it. And we have to figure out how that's going to work while also doing Zelda. Yeah. In due time. In due time. For now, the thing that I'm most interested in figuring out is just dinner. We're going to be having a second batch of these, which hopefully will turn out a little bit better, and then also some salmon. And then a little later on, mail. I know some of you have been like, when are you going to do mail? We've had a lot of stuff to deal with. A lot of stuff behind the scenes too. But tonight, we're going to be doing mail. And we continue to not do mail monthly. We continue to just kind of bunch up several months together. And that's what we're doing tonight. So the mail tonight was going to cover quite a bit. It's like November, December, and January. And then also a little bit of October and a little bit of February. It's a big mail video. A few hours later, and mail is done. You're probably like, well, where is it? We cleaned it up. We cleaned it up. But we did do mail, and let me start by saying thank y'all. I appreciate it. The other thing was there's a bit of mail. We haven't done mail in a while. Mail is one of those things that, like, if we're keeping up with mail, more mail comes in. Like, mail is something that we get more of when there is exposure to it. There are always people who have kind of been like longtime viewers that send stuff in because they're like, I know that at some point this is going to get opened. And they're right. But there's a bunch of other people that it's only when they see the mail video that they have an idea for something, and then they send it in. So when you haven't done a mail video in a while, because it's been a few months now, you have, like, overall, you probably have less than if you were, like, keeping up with it every month. But to be honest, we couldn't have done that just because the last few months have been a little crazy. But moving forward, we'll try and do it more often. I don't think we're going to be back to doing it, like, every month yet, but we'll work towards it. And we had to get everything, as cleaned up as possible because this is also where we do breakfast stream in the morning. So it's kind of important to make sure that we have a place to sit. But it was good to open up everything, and there was a lot of stuff, a lot of games. There was a lot of video games, a lot of board games, a lot of manuals. There was a fair bit of game manuals, which I always really appreciate. I talked about it a little bit on the mail video, but like one of the things that I've been kind of working towards anytime I go into a game store where I can find them is N64 manuals, because we have the complete set of Wii and Wii U and GameCube, and for the most part we have the manuals with them. There's still a few that we're missing that we're still looking for, but we have basically the whole set. But when it comes to N64, we collected the carts, and I'm not interested in getting the cardboard for N64 because that's a whole other thing. But the manuals I am. I'd love to try and finish the N64 manuals. And we have a good bit of them, but there's still a lot we're missing. So anytime I go into a game store and I'm able to find some, I'm real excited. And we actually had some sent in to us in this mail video, and that was really, really nice. So thank you. That's it. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, actually. It's a pretty big day. I've got an echocardiogram. Kep just had one not that long ago. Well, tomorrow is mine. So I'm going to be going to the cardiologist again tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening, we're planning on doing a dinner with our friends, simply because Mallory has looked ahead at the Culver's schedule of, like, it's not ice cream, it's custard. The custard, and they do a flavor of the day. Mal worked at Culver's for many years, so there's a flavor of the day that she really likes, and it's going to be at Culver's tomorrow. So she's like, I want to go. And I was like, okay. And now everyone's going, so it's going to be a little get-together. So I got that to look forward to. And we're doing a Steven and Friends recording tomorrow, aren't we? Yeah, it's a big day. I should get some sleep. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sending stuff in for mail. I appreciate it. It should be out pretty soon. Dan works usually very, very quickly. And let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?